peach season. These are super, super good. Let's show you how to cook a great peach cobbler. We'll wash them really good and then find that little crease on the peach. If you gently cut part way through the peach all the way around, we want this to be easy, so don't bother peeling your peaches unless you really want to. Give that peach a little twist and remove the stone. It's easier to do it with your hands. I like to cut my peach into about 8 slices, just like this. Now keep the peel on. Now you can peel them if you want to, but the peel is going to add a nice color. You really won't even notice that they're there. The dessert becomes much easier when you don't have to peel the peaches. I'm all about easy. You know, I better have another slice just to make sure they're not poison. Oh, good. Grab yourself a lemon and get to zesting. Makes that taste really good. And after you've zested it, take that lemon and give it a good roll. If you give it a roll, it'll start to get soft. If you roll it first, it breaks up the juice inside. In fact, it makes it a lot easier. I'll use my little handy dandy juicer. Twist through the peel and then pull the peel out. Squeeze away. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of cinnamon here. Of course, a splash of nutmeg. We're going to mix it all up. Ooh, note to self, next time use a bigger bowl. For my crust, I start with a cube of unsalted butter. Now, I learned my lesson the hard way. Room temperature butter is easier to work with. So if you can remember, get your butter out a little bit early. Now this butter, it missed the salt line, but no worries, we're going to give it 1 1/4 cups of sugar, giving the butter some love. Now mix those two lovebirds together thoroughly until you have a match made in heaven. We'll call it sugar butter. Next, we want to add 1 1/3 cups of self-rising flour. Now if you don't have this, just use regular all-purpose flour. Add 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of fine salt. Go ahead and mix those up together. Now, go ahead and introduce your flour to the sugar butter and add 1/3 cup of rolled oats to it. Now use your muscles and mix these together into a dough that's consistent. Then we're going to add 2/3 cups of whole milk and blend it all together. And why didn't I pull out my mixer? It would have been a lot easier. Eventually the batter should look like little breadcrumbs. 10-inch 360 cookware 2.3 quart casserole pan is perfect for this cobbler. It's about 2.5 inches deep, so it should be just right. And this pan will have no hot spots and it's safe in the oven. Let's see if all my peaches will actually fit. Close, but with a little light shove, I think we're gonna make it. Now take that crust batter that you beat to death and spread it over your peaches like you're icing a cake. Just don't eat the batter. Okay, maybe a little. Now to make that crust crispy, sprinkle 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar over the top and then do a little rain dance and spray it down with a generous dousing of cold water right on top of that. Now that my cobbler's had a little shower, we're going to warm it up by putting it into a 375-degree preheated oven. Go ahead and set your timer for 45 to 55 minutes until the crust is crispy and golden brown. So what should we talk about for 45 minutes? Oh, I know. Did I tell you I got to see our grandchildren last week in Idaho? Oops, time's up. Good talk. Let's check out our peach cobbler. Ooh, can you say perfection? Tap that crust. See how crisp it is? Golden brown on top and peaches trying to sneak out just to say hello. Okay, put the fork down. This is the hard part. The cobbler gets to make my kitchen smell amazing for 30 whole minutes as it cools down. Yep, you heard it, 30 minutes is up. I'm going in, so don't try to stop me. We'll call this a pre-test. Yummy. The hardest part is waiting for this to cool off to eat. I'm so excited. Add a little mint around it. Now the big test. A little crispy on the top, which is perfect, and just cakey underneath it. Peaches look just soft. You won't be able to tell you left the skin on these things. Just really tender. Super good. You know what? What would peach cobbler be without a little ice cream, huh? This reminds me of the days I worked at the ice cream parlor. Put that in there. So good. Really easy for you to make. Get your fresh peaches. It's summer, they're in season. It's an easy thing to do since you don't have to peel them. Just cut them into slices. Make yourself a great peach cobbler. Your family will love it. I know I do. I'm feeling pretty peachy about now. Remember to subscribe to our station. If you like my recipe, click that like button. Also put your comments down below. I want to hear what you want me to make. Thank you to 360 Cookware for sponsoring our show, providing us the greatest cookware in the world. I love this stuff. Go to their website, 360cookware.com. Use my code CAB20. They'll let you take 20% off. And we're going to see you right here next time on Cab's Kitchen. Okay, maybe I will eat 2 bowls. Good. Really good.